Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Graham Lee here with the final episode in the games I play, episode 7, Boundless. Right, so for the final time in this series, please be aware that my audio is boogered and I'm working on it. So every so often my mic will fade in and out. I do apologize for that. Now, I am not going to create a new character this time on this episode because it takes far too long to explain everything as a new character. So we'll just see which of my characters is the most advanced and we'll choose that one. Now I don't know if this is my account with 4 characters or the account with 1 character. Yes, I own a few accounts. Mm, mm. Okay, cool. So here's my only character. So, actually, let's create... No, we can't because we haven't unlocked it. Damn. Oh well. Okay, so welcome to Boundless and... because at least I can explain how you start. Damn it. Right, let's customize my guy. There we go. There we go. Right, so here we get servers to choose from, or regions. Now, all these servers or regions are all interlinked. We can go from Europe to Australia to USA West to USA East. It doesn't matter where in the universe you start, apart from your bandwidth. So, wherever you live in the world, it will recommend a server for you. So let's just go Euro. And we can either start on a tranquil world where creatures will not attack first. They'll attack if we attack. Hostile, they're free to attack you. So if it's your first time playing, start on a tranquil world. There we go. Oh, have I, let me see if I've done that here. Whoops. Yes, I have. There we go. So it's normal FPS controls, Minecraft, etc., stuff like that. Right, so every new character will start in the sanctum, and every time you start the game, as you saw earlier, you'll also start in the sanctum. So, this is our world, so what we want to do is go into our inventory and put that on the hotbar and equip the augment to the totem. Now what we do here, we press B to get the build overlay on and off. So the build overlay will show you heat maps of the planet you're looking at, and wherever there's civilization, those heat maps are, you know, blue, green, yellow, etc., depending on how much traffic an area has. So that looks like, oh, and the other coloured dots, like red, are people, buildings are orange, I believe, and yellow is the capital. Now that looks like a nice built up area there. Might have portals over there, so let's launch at that spot right there. There we go. Now we want to interact with the warp conduit and open it. And go bash, bash. There we go. Bit annoyed I had to delete my character to show you guys this, but it's fine. I've deleted my character many times, trying new and different things. Right, so we're going to ignore the tutorial for now. I already know how to play. These things here, desert swords, are your first resource for food, because food will drop every single time from desert swords. Now, the secondary source of food is lush foliage. They'll occasionally drop stuff called star berries, not to be confused with straw berries, because they're star berries, not strawberries. Now, your first tool you start with, which can bash anything, tier 1 to tier 2, I believe, is your totem. There we go. Now, the way this game works is, if you change an area and you don't place a beacon in that area, everything will respawn as long as that area has 0 traffic within 8 hours. So, if I've destroyed or deconstructed this mound here, and it's been 7 hours 59 minutes, and someone comes along, it will not respawn. The counter will reset. If no one does turn up here within those 8 hours, this mound will be respawned, but it may not necessarily be igneous rock. It might be earth, it might be gravel. You see, the server respawns items depending upon the server's current need. Okay, so now we're going to explore the area and see where the best place to settle down is. So you want to settle down near trees, food, and resources. And yes, rocks are resources as well. So, where shall we go? Let's get a vantage point. Sorry about the graphics of this game. They used to be better before it was ported to PlayStation 4. But because of this is a cross-platform game, they had to cater for the crappy graphics on the PS4. No offense, guys. I apologize. PC Master Race for the win. Raw. Oh, wow. That looks awesome over there. What's over here? Okay, so we landed in a very nice area. Nice. I think we'll build around here. Like right here. So we got to handcraft our campfire. Now we've got all the supplies to do so, and it'll tell you the resources needed on any recipe. There we go. Now we want to equip that and place it. There we go. Hurrah! Okay. So you can turn off the build view, you can turn it on and off. There we go. Let's leave it on for now, so we always know where we are. Because until you've placed a beacon, it will not register where your home is. Right, so what do we want to do? We gotta handcraft timber from tree trunks. So we need new trunks, kind of thing. There we go. And if you look on the right hand side while I'm gathering resources, it will tell you the amount of the resources you're actively collecting with a timeout. I think the timeout is either 5 or 10 seconds. If you don't collect anything for that amount of time, the counter will reset itself, and above the counter of the resource, you've got the XP that resource will attribute to you. That might be enough now. Yes, it is. Cool. So we want to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There we go. Handcraft crafting table. There we go. And equip crafting table and place it. But it has to be placed in your build zone. You can't place any owned items anywhere else apart from your personal build zone and any build zones you've been granted permission to. So if you're building with friends and stuff, yay, great. Right, we need more resources. So foliage as well, so we need 12 foliage. Now, in this game, foliage is foliage, wood is wood, rock is rock, etc. It's just different trees give different, like, looking leaves and wood. Different rocks have different color, etc. However, with metal and ores, so like you get coal, like soft coal, medium coal, hard coal, you get copper, you get iron, you get gold, you get titanium, you get gems. Now, each of those resources are tier based, and so are rocks, foliage, and trees. So if I was on a level 3 planet right now, because of it's a higher tier than this planet, it's gonna take longer to destroy a block of wood because of higher leveled planets. Everything has a higher health. Everything. Okay, that should be enough. Should. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 4, 8, 12. There we go. Craft to require wood axe, wood hammer, wood shovel. There we go. Alright, now we need more sticks for a light source. I think we've already got flint from Doodad. Yes, we do. Awesome. Right, now we're going to equip our tools. We don't need the totem anymore. And we'll put the torch there. There we go. Alright, what do we want to do now? We go to the exchange. Okie dokie. There we go, and we collect that. So, no, this game is not pay to win. The reward crates are free every time you level up and every time you do something epic. However, you can buy stuff, yeah? So we can buy these and stuff, plots, and we can buy it with money basically if we decided to do so. So we can buy qubits. Alright, so now we go hit rocks. So we want 10 rocks, 12 foliage, and 4 timber. Okay. So here we go. Nice place to start. And me, I just like digging all the way down until I jump into a cave system. And then I gather a few resources in the caves like ores and coal and fragments. And then I come back and do what else it tells me to do. Ooh, soft coal. Awesome. Pardon me. Now, I'll explain your two bars in a minute. Your health bar is the green bar, your energy is the orange bar, which is depleting very fast. Now, any activity depletes energy. That's sprinting, mining, attacking. It all costs energy. Now, you've got different levels of your energy bar, your health bar as well. So, if you look at the orange bar, which is depleting, so the orange bar is the active bar, like how much energy you have until you become exhausted. When you become exhausted, you can't do anything else until that orange part of the bar replenishes. Now, the underneath grey bar shows you how close to starving you are. If the grey bar is lower than the darker orange bar, you see the darker orange and the lighter orange. If the grey bar is lower than the dark orange, you will start starving. Okay? And then you have the empty bar. If the grey has already depleted and you're not getting any more energy, once it's depleted below the dark orange again, you are screwed unless you've got any food in your pockets. Thought I would have reached a cave by now, but anyway. Alright, we will teleport to the surface any moment once that bar runs out. Oh, you can place items in the world, like torches, but that's really all you can place, unless it's in your beacon. Right, so how do we get back up top? Oh no, we're screwed. No, we're not. Return to the sanctum. So each planet has the same sanctum. Think of the sanctum as the Doctor's TARDIS. So At every point, at every second of every day, in the same location, spread around the universe at the same time. However, your sanctum is a private instance. Every sanctum you arrive in is your sanctum. Now, Robert Robert's sanctum will not be your sanctum. You see what I mean? Right, so now we just walk through this doorway and back home. There we go. So the other thing about the sanctum is when you jump back through the portal, it will put you back exactly where you were, but above or below that point. So depending which area has more open space, a cave system above you or below you, or the outside world. Yeah, depending which has more space currently within a few blocks, that's where you will appear. But if you're like 200 blocks below the Earth's surface, planet's surface, and you return to the sanctum, there might be like 30 levels of cave system in between you and the surface. You'll have to do it like 10 times to get back to the surface. Or, if you've got a location, we'll discuss this in other episodes on Boundless, but, basically I'll just leave that till another time. So anyway, right, let's go kill trees, raw. That'll be enough foliage, we need more food. Now, as you can see, sometimes the desert swords will drop other resources as well. Again, I will explain them in a further episode as I play the game. Right, that'll be enough, I think. So we want 4 timber. 2, 4. There we go. Right, now we need a beacon control unit and beacon fuel. So we come to the table here, and we can make a beacon control. Awesome. And a beacon fuel. Awesome. Now, some items will take a while to craft, starting from 10 seconds up to a couple of hours. Yes. And then we just move them into our inventory. And then we move them from our inventory into our hand. But we only need to do it with the beacon, because we go in the beacon and then we put the fuel there. Then we name it. Call it whatever you want, but be careful with expletives. You will be asked to change the name if you do that and you get caught. Right, so we want to build a beacon plotter. Can we do so? No, what do we need? We need timber. Okie dokie. There we go. Now, anything you can craft in your hand will be instantly crafted, with certain exceptions. So, if you have an instant craft item, no, not with certain exceptions actually. Everything you can craft by hand is instant. Ignore me. Right, so we want to put you there, and we want to extend our beacon now. So you see how the view changes when we have a beacon plot in our hands. It changes to give you the ghost of the outline of how your plot will look once you add the claim sheet. There we go. So now, everything within this area is mine. No one can touch it apart from me. Now, we get to level up. Yes, we level up in this game. So, first of all, I'm going to grab these guys here. And those, there we go. Right, now we're going to level up. So, the way I level up, I'll explain all of these in another episode, as I need to. I won't explain anything here, because of this is like just a quick series of the games I play. So, let's do that. Let's do that, and that. There we go. Thank you very much. You see how my health and energy have depleted now as I've leveled up? So the way we combat that is we need to equip our food, and nom nom. Now, cooked food, obviously, will always be better than raw food. Now, we get to complete objectives. Now, the way the objective list works is it only works as a tracker. It does not accept a quest or objective. They are always available at any point as long as you have more objectives. All we are doing here is tracking it. Okay, so we don't want to do that one. Well, what we do want to do, which is easier than anything, is we want to equip our shovel, find a patch of grass, and grab its seeds. And we'll do some gardening. There we go. Right. So we want to do a spot of gardening. So what we want to do, we want to equip a grass seed and place it. So we got to place one. There we go. And now we got to make taller grass. There we go, done. Yes, thank you very much. Now, to delete an item, you just throw it out of your inventory and walk away. And anything dropped will despawn within 5 minutes, unless someone else wants to come along and pick it up. So there we go. That's the game. Or the tutorial anyway. So what we can do is we can put our rocks and unrefined stuff down here so we can free up our inventory as well. There we go. And let's show you the rocks, for example. Rocks we can turn into stones. Now, we can either use rocks themselves, or we can use stone. Now, obviously, when you're building, as I'll show you the example here, when you're building, you have to keep an eye on the block value. So, placing a rock will be worse than placing a stone, because of stone is a refined rock. However, you can also create decorative stone or rock, but you need to upgrade your machines, and you do that through collecting more resources, leveling up, building machines, crafting items, and traveling the universe. We have, I think, currently 50 planets, and they are massive. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me in this journey of the games I play. This is Series 7, Boundless, the games I play, Episode 7, sorry. Thank you very much for joining me. I will see you soon. Take it easy. Bye. Enjoy!